Griffin always pulls out ahead.
Hey Griffin,
Got spite.
you ready for me to run you through a medical scenario?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you arrive on scene to a pregnant lady. All right, she's laying on her side and she's screaming. What do
She
you
dead?
do? What do you do first? No.
Stomp on the stomach to ensure the death of the children.
Oh.
Implying
And
that
yet you-
twins.
I hate you, Griffin.
What?
You disown me when I say anything about a child, but you were talking about looking at...
I didn't say
I mean,
raping
Griffin
a
laughed
child.
at
I
a
said
baby.
murdering a child.
Vomiting
And
after
baby
eating
throwing
silica?
up, so I mean, Griffin can't speak regardless.
Oh.
Griffin laughed at a baby eating silica, so...
Do you
I
take her
didn't
to
know
the
it was
vet?
silica.
David,
What's up?
let me guess, you check her pulse.
False.
Aw.
You stomp on the stomach to kill
I
the
guarantee you guys will not figure out the first step.
Make sure she's
You
breathing.
guys know.
You guys probably hear me say it a lot, though.
Make sure
What?
she's breathing.
No.
I forgot the scenario.
Okay. Basically, you're called to a pregnant lady, or dispatch. All dispatch tells you is that you're called to a scene and there is a pregnant lady that seems to be giving birth, or seems to be ready to give birth in labor. Let's say that. So, what is the first thing you do when you arrive on scene?
Check her
Look
vagina.
at her vagina.
No.
Take a peek at them titties.
Here's the first two steps. The first one is BSI, which means body substance isolation, meaning since it's a
Big
pregnancy.
sucky.
No. What it means is that basically you'd be putting on a gown, a mask, and gloves.
And
At
then
the
you get
scene,
the
like
big
you get
sucky.
naked in front of the naked lady.
Don't look at my dick, lady.
Don't look at my dick, I'm married, please.
Typically over your uniform, but that's your own prerogative. Okay, the next thing is scene safe. You want to make sure you're safe where you're at. So I'm gonna say
Fuck, someone to come out with a
Some
gun.
rob you
it's
while you're
possible.
fucking helping a
What if you're in the
pregnant
room and the room is on fire? You didn't know that.
The rum.
What? You said it was the side of the road, you idiot.
I said it was in a house.
You said it was the side of the road.
Okay, well it's in a
Side of
house.
the road. What the
My
fuck?
brain said side of the road, so he said side of the road.
Okay,
He said
well,
side of the road.
it's at a house.
Is that a house now? Okay, so
Side of the house
magically
on the side of the road.
we
Yes.
transported. Noted. Okay.
You entered
Okay.
a wormhole when you tried to
Okay.
get out of your car. You side of the
You
house.
looked under the bitches, like you looked at the womb, the
And you
vagina.
Okay.
You looked at the womb.
Went through a wormhole and now you're out.
You know what happened?
Okay,
She had
so
such a nice
what is the
rash,
next thing you
passed
do?
out and woke up in a house.
you're on scene.
She's still there.
You're on scene. You've determined that the scene is safe, and you have now sealed yourself off from any potential contamination.
You created a gigantic fortress around you.
Call
protecting
somebody
yourself
who's
from invaders.
competent. AKA not me.
Okay, you've called for
Call
ALS.
911.
You've called for ALS support. They're on their way. Now what do you do?
Call 911 and cry.
You do not
Cry
wait because
'cause
she's.
you don't want to look at a vagina.
I hate women.
Griffin's instinct is to beat them. No. Griffin,
I instantly get into full-on physical assault mode. Punch the shit out of her
Griffin, what's the
uterus.
next thing you do?
Jake,
What?
We're getting closer to things you guys will know.
What, David?
Okay,
I'm
so the
sorry.
first thing you want to do is detect LOC, which is level of consciousness. So how would you go about doing that?
Ask her birthday.
Tell her a bedtime story.
Okay.
Smack her across the face and yell.
She
her up.
responds to verbal stimulus, so that's a good enough
Verbal
LOC.
abuse.
Verbal
Okay,
abuse.
so
Tell
then-
her baby's gonna be dead.
I'm gonna fuck your baby.
Then you're gonna check.
Okay, Jake, I'm sorry.
Yep,
You're
that's
totally
what I
right.
thought. I
Are
thought
we
you thought
calling
You don't answer me right now, I'm gonna fuck your baby.
Okay.
Jake made me.
I
Jake made me.
Alright.
Okay.
Live in
Next.
the wall.
Taught me.
I know.
Can anybody
Jake taught me this.
can anybody tell me what's next after detecting the level of consciousness?
fuck Riot.
Here's the peanut.
Fuck Riot.
baby.
You asked
No.
You just yell, fuck Riot.
Fuck Riot.
Wait, Riot has a teleport now?
Okay, so the correct answer is you check the
That's
airway.
Rise.
I don't
I'll
think
check
that's right.
your airway.
Okay, so our airway is Peyton.
Because
Peyton and
David
Claire.
wants to.
Wha- I'm upset.
So what comes after that?
The baby's born.
No, you check breathing.
The miracle of life
You're check-
continues.
you're
The
checking-
baby is born.
You're checking ABCs. The first one is airway. The
I'm so
second one is
sorry.
breathing. What is the C?
First one is ass, second one is dick, third one is
Cock.
cunt.
Oh.
Check her cock!
Griffin, did you say
It's a feminine penis.
dick's up to E, you know, not a B?
Penis.
Okay, no, it's circulation, you freaks.
No, it's ass, dick, cock.
Griffin, it's A, B, C.
Oh, a B?
It's ass and dick.
Ass, balls, cock.
Yep, there we go.
Okay,
Perfect.
okay, so now you've detected
Oh,
ABCs.
Jazz, that whistle song's on.
Okay, now this is easy.
Which one?
Okay,
The
now
one
you
with
guys can
Andy
start getting
in it.
into your patient assessment. What
Oh,
is the
Griffin.
first question you want
What?
to start asking your patient?
Go get him.
How long is the
Who wears
pregnancy?
underwear?
No, that's actually a good question.
Come here, bitch, bring that ass here.
How-
bud.
how- How far along in the pregnancy are you? That's a good enough question.
Yes,
All right.
I
I mean-
would God hire me!
So what's another question you should ask?
What's your name?
Okay, we're
How
gonna
big,
assume
how big of a broad do
we're
you
gonna
wear?
assume that
What's
the
your cup size?
we're gonna
How much do you weigh?
I'm gonna go ahead and autofill that to how much does the baby weigh?
How much
No,
does she
it's
How do
weigh?
you know that the baby isn't out of the vagina yet?
You
You
don't
can
make assumptions
assume
about
from-
the baby, David.
You can assume from weighing before
Rise
and after.
does so much AoE damage.
Okay, so what's
Fucking
another question you
garbage.
want to ask a pregnant lady that is in process of giving?
Are you married?
He's still down?
Tell us about your loved ones, quick!
David, I have an actual one, David.
Okay, what is it, Quinn?
Has your water broke?
Yes! Quinn, you genius! Not some EMT students didn't even figure that out. Did your water
Are you
break?
gay?
Are you
I mean,
My religion doesn't let me heal fags.
think about it this way though, David. If they call you and say she's in labor, doesn't that essentially mean that her water
No,
is broke?
because you can still have contractions. You can have the Braxton Hicks
Shoots and
contractions. You
ladders?
can still have.
Sorry, hold
You have contractions all throughout pregnancy. That's your uterus strengthening
Growing
itself,
itself up.
basically. Yeah.
Why'd you ping me?
Ping now.
I don't know where Garen is.
Um. Okay, so now you've determined that the water is broken,
Bitch! Oh my
and
God.
let's say they're 9 months into the pregnancy.
Stop!
Okay, what's another question you can ask?
Creating dismay in the fucking bottling.
You're creating drama.
Hey, you want me to go get Dragon?
Our friendship.
Oh yeah, let's go get Dragon.
What's another question you can ask? Don't.
Friend.
You guys have a
You could-
baby to deliver.
I don't
this
want
baby.
this fucking baby!
Jab your fist up there and rip it out by the skull.
Wait, no.
No.
Alright, I'm ready.
Come
Let's see.
fist this dragon.
Um,
Let's go, team.
I'm ready
Jake,
to suck this bitch.
Jake, I'm pretty sure that Rise not balanced patch.
You guys, the baby's. This lady's laying there, just waiting for you to
Fuck
finish your
that!
Here's
job.
fuck this fucking bitch.
We already tried that breed.
The
I'm not a hospital.
first of all, you're in the position of an EMT.
I am not
really,
a hospital. Stop
really
assuming what I am.
You're in the
Did you
position
just
of an
assume her
EMT.
hospital status?
Don't assume.
In my gender.
Fucking, what is this Garbo?
Okay.
Not okay.
Guys,
So-
did you end up getting kicked for saying triggered too much?
No.
Griffin.
Harry's a
Bleh.
little
What?
bitch.
Okay, so let's assume that you asked all the correct questions.
You had like the
And
worst
I'm not.
Tumblr friends.
So-
I'm sorry.
Let's
I
say
didn't
that
choose Harry.
transport is not
Really
available
like
and she
that.
has to start
You
pushing.
chose to continue
So
talking
you have
to
gotten
her.
her on her back, sitting slightly with her
I'm
legs
not
up.
gonna-
You're sitting
stop.
currently in front of her
For some
crotch.
reason.
What are you looking for?
I mean, I guess there
A
is
vagina.
Okay.
What are you looking
Get
for? A
out here.
vagina?
You see the vagina. What are you
You're
looking
looking for that
for?
baby to start crowning.
Is this like
Yes, and what else? One I
Look for, make sure she's safe from make sure she's
I'm trying to stop it,
clean
but
from
he's
voiding
going
her
too
bowels.
Nope.
yes, that also is a good thing to check.
Oh my god.
I don't know, David.
Oh my god.
I
So-
haven't studied this.
The perineum is the
Oh, of course, the perineum.
it's
I'm
no,
coming to gank. I'm coming to gank.
it's the
No, stop,
it's
don't.
the
I'm
space
coming to
between
gank.
it's the space between the genitals and the anus, and if it starts
It's
bulging,
gank time, baby.
then that
It's
means
gank
it's
time,
time
baby.
to start delivering.
Here we go.
It's
I'm gonna gank this Garen.
David, I believe that's
Gank him,
colloquially
Daddy.
known as
Go suck him off. Get him.
Is
Come here,
what?
bitch. Come here. Come here.
It's
No,
the,
dude, it's the no man's land. It's the
No.
taint.
the
The
name of that
grundle.
area
Yes, the
is a
grundle.
gooch.
That's what I was looking
It's a
for.
gooch.
Yeah,
From
it's
the
the
cheese.
yes. Okay, so the crowning is there.
I'm
The
not ready to
perineum is
gank it.
bulging. There is no defecation.
I have a question.
What's
up?
up?
If I've birthed kittens before, does this count? Do I have to sit through this lesson? I birthed
Yes, you do.
God,
Seeing as you didn't check literally...
I can't check the cat! I can't ask her how she's doing! She doesn't speak
Who's
English!
your mother, cat?
That's not important. How long is the cat pregnant? Did the water break?
I'll break your water. You know, shut the
Their
fuck
fucking
up.
vagina! It doesn't matter!
It does matter because something could die, and also as cats.
I'm ready to
not
gang. Let's
humans.
go.
Alright, David, what about a male seahorse, huh? Faggot?
Jake, you and I both know that the animals are actually born in the
give me that.
female, and they're transferred into the male to be neutral.
Griffin, throw something!
To be
No, throw your bird!
I don't got no ball. Fuck, I
Jake
do got
Rise is so OP this patch. Holy
neutralized.
fuck.
No, that's not the right
Feels
word.
bad, man.
Neutralize the baby.
Cassiopeia counters, right?
Neutered.
Gotta kill my brother.
Castrate that bitch. No man allowed.
Neutralize the baby.
Neutralize him!
Yeah, David, see if you get rid of the baby, that's one less life you have to worry about.
Okay,
One less mouth.
so Griffin,
You're terrible!
Griffin,
What?
you're in front of them. The perineum is bulging. They're crowning. Now what do you do?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Time to get.
Okay,
Time to get
you put your dick away. What do you do then?
take my dick back out.
Oh my god.
The lady is screaming assault.
Okay, this is real basic stuff. I was trying to get to this stuff real early.
You said you made an emphasis on me putting my dick away, so obviously I need to take it back out.
I mean, what?
I'm coming to gang.
So Griffin,
Dad,
if I say
leave us alone!
if I say
I'm
you
coming to
don't
gang.
burn down the
Don't do it
orphanage, does that mean you will?
Coming for the gang.
David,
Damn it, I'm in the middle of trying to gank this bitch.
Okay.
David,
Quinn, EMT Quinn is gonna take over the scene because EMT Griffin is fucking incompetent.
Oopsies!
yeah, I'm actually interested, but I'm finding it difficult to interject here.
Okay. So,
The baby.
you're down there in front of them, there's no defecation, the crowning
Ah, the
is started, and the
Stop
perineum is
shitting
bulging.
yourself, cool?
Yes. So what do you do then? You're
Your
sitting
mom
there in
next
front of her,
to you.
she's...
Run,
Okay, you instruct her to do
Get
what?
out of here.
go, get out of here!
No, I'm ganking.
You're only
I
dragging
thought you were gonna
us
say I'm
down.
gay!
I'm gay.
Stop!
This is what happens when you don't let me gank.
I can't even talk, David.
Please
for the-
stop.
Oh,
You said no to the gank, and I died.
You know what? I don't fuck you guys.
You instruct.
Fuck you!
get out of here.
I don't
Bree.
fuck you
Oh,
guys,
shit.
that's good.
I have nothing.
You took my blue buff. Go away.
I steal blue buff because blue buff is mine.
Oh shit.
He's the jungler, so
Alright,
it's his
now I
blue
will
buff.
steal my blue buff back.
Fuck trying to talk, right?
Mine.
Loud noises are so much more entertaining.
Yeah. Okay. So, Quinn, you're in front of her, what do you do then?
Fuck him up.
Tell her to push.
Yes. And one more
So
thing.
fucking basic.
Pull.
Why are we playing?
Dude, why are we talking about this?
Shut
You
up!
say you say pull and then pull out the shotgun.
Pull!
Okay.
Pull the umbilical
Never
cord.
pull on a baby, because you'll
like-
literally pull their head off.
Aw.
No,
Pull out your trusty pocket
No,
machete and cut that umbilical
and also
cord
Griffin,
fast.
this started because you talked about delivering a baby earlier.
You started your... Okay, we're the woman on the side of the road.
I have it shadow played, so don't worry.
So, you started it.
Why do you have
Shadow
the
I'm
why
not
do you
getting
have
right.
the shadow plate? It's not
Stop
gonna be
it!
entertaining.